PlatinumTV. This is another episode of Morning Tea. I am your host, Tariq Grant. Let's get you a shot of my world clock and zoom in. The time is 3:00 p.m. It is Wednesday, December 14th, the year 2022. I repeat, the time is 3:00 p.m. It is Wednesday, December 14th, 2022. And you are watching another episode of Morning Tea. And on this episode of Morning Tea, excuse me while I adjust, we will be covering dog lovers' basic care. And world clock collapse. Once again, my name is Tariq Grant, and I will be your host for Morning Tea. We will be covering basic care for dogs. All right. Now, I owned a pet. My pet was a dog, and I named him Chiba. You can see Chiba. This is actually a picture from my Instagram page. All right. You can follow me on Instagram at Tariq Grant. That's my government name. All right. So this episode is dedicated to the dog lovers and the dog owners of the world and to our adorable pets. All right. Specifically our dogs. All right. Now our dogs have been coined man's best friend. All right. So evidently they've been around our species for a long time. So they're very connected to our species. All right. And they understand our way of life. They understand our inner functions. And they assist with human development and in numerous ways. So it's time that we do what we can to help our pets. Do what we can to evolve our animals. All right, specifically dogs, because they've played a part in humanity, a major part, in humanity for a very long time, and they share a lot of our makeup. All right, so we're gonna let this video play in the background, and talk a little bit about basic care. All right. This is an edition of Morning Tea. This episode is dedicated to dog lovers, and the title of this episode is called Dog Lovers Basic Care. And we'll start with nutrition. All right. dogs do share our makeup. So you want to consider what you feel is healthy, right? You kind of want to provide meals to your dog that you would, probably consider eating, right? When you list the ingredients, or when you research the ingredients of that product. So let's start with, you want to feed your dog natural ingredients. All right. So we do know that natural ingredients are healthier for you as opposed to processed foods. So you want to treat your pet's menu with the same outlook. All right, with the same attention. All right, and also food can be enjoyment for humans. So you want to kind of make meals a pleasure for your animal. So consider healthy ingredients that you would consume yourself. All right, and let's keep in mind of our own meal scheduling, right? When we consider our dogs' meal scheduling. All right, we as mankind eat 2 to 3 meals a day, and we normally snack, and we make sure that we are hydrated. All right, so you want to kind of have the same formula when you're thinking about your dog's nutrition. All right, so I was a pet owner, and I feel here's a general nutrition guideline. You want to feed your pet 2 medium-sized meals a day, and you want to have snack time for your dog, preferably 3 times a day. All right, so 2 meals a day, and preferably 3 snack times throughout the day. Now, medium-sized meals, I guess you have to figure out your own scale. All right, but they have different bowl sizes that you can select from when you're purchasing utensils for your dog. All right, but medium-sized meals and healthy options. All right, so do your research when it comes to dry food. All right, I prefer dry food, but do your research, right? Because whether it's dry food or if it's canned food, right? You still want to do your research, make sure it's natural ingredients in there, and make sure you avoid synthetic ingredients. All right. So there are healthy brands out there. I don't want to promote any of them currently, but you have to do your research. And now let's move on to snacks. All right. Now, when you consider snacks, here are 3 options that I suggest. All right, when you consider choosing snacks for your dog. Duck snacks, ginger snacks, and vegetable snacks. All right. So make sure you try to make sure your dog's snacks are healthy. All right. Those are 3 suggestions that I suggest that you keep for snack time for your dog. Also, if you boil a chicken bone, a chicken leg, all right, that can be a healthy snack for your dog. But of course, you have to have the space for that. All right. So that's snacks. Exercise. All right. So your dog does need exercise just like we as humans need exercise. It's just going to promote a longer, healthier life for your pet. So you want to, be creative with exercises for your dog. Get them in the habit of exercising. They should not be in pain. All right, during the workout. So it should be a pain-free exercise. So of course, age and athleticism and strength comes to mind when you choosing exercises for your dog, just as it would be for an individual. All right. So is there anything more on exercising? All right. You just want to develop a healthy schedule, and exercises should coincide with their walks. All right. So be creative think about your dog when you choose the scenery or the route that you want to walk. All right. Beaches, parks, neighborhoods that have other dogs, or maybe your dog made a friend. All right. So keep in mind of, the dog's route, and if your dog is experiencing pain or any type of joint or bone ailment, sometimes you can watch your dog and notice that they have some joint issues. All right. And if that's the case, exercise should definitely be scaled accordingly, and rest and relaxation should be more important for that specific dog. And you want to provide more vitamins for a dog that has joint issues. And massages with natural skin moisturizing products like lavender and vitamin E, right? Natural healing oils that you can use to massage your dog's ailing joints. Also, you can give your dog calcium. All right. So think of like the size of your dog. If it's a big dog, maybe an adult level, right? I'm not sure how they measure calcium in milligrams, but if your dog is the smallest dog, then give him a dose that would be prescribed for a child, right? So off top, I'm suggesting about 3 times a week that you give your dog his dose of calcium. So it may be a dose that you would give an adult, and maybe a dose that you would give a child, but about 3 times a week, right? And you want to be your dog's doctor in a sense, so you monitoring his movement and his pain, so to speak, right? So you have to be the judge. Like through movement, through stretching, through massaging, you can kind of gauge, if your dog is feeling better or not, and then you can kind of take him off the calcium, all right, or give him less of it, right? Because the body adapts, the body uses what it needs, right? But you don't want to limit the body, right? So I don't want to get too deep on the science and the mechanics of your body. But if the dog is improving, right, sometimes giving him less of a dose can help because it will encourage his body to evolve, right, and become stronger and become less dependent on the vitamins and minerals. All right, so just be careful with your pet if it has any ailments. All right, let me take a look at the background, and we may have some more pictures. This is Dog Lovers. Let's back it up. All right, so that's Chiba when he was on punishment. All right, but also you want to try to make your dog's home as comfortable, as you can, right? You want to consider yourself. Imagine if you was a dog, what kind of comforts would you want? All right, so I suggest buying your dog a bed. I had a nice dog king size dog bed, and I had mats positioned, throughout my apartment, so he always had a comfortable place to rest, and he had his own drawer, right, and places where he, I put his toys where he can, take them and play with them as he please. So, and I also suggest setting up entertainment center for your dog in terms of watching television. All right, so kind of figure out, what your dog gravitates to in terms of interest, in terms of people or watching other animals, right? And then, kind of set up a schedule for him where it's like, all right, TV time. If that's what your dog is into, because boredom can affect our animals' lives, and so we have to consider that. All right. Grooming animals can be tedious, so do your best, do your research on YouTube, and hire experts, to cut your dog's nails, to brush your dog's teeth, all right, to give your dogs regular baths, find a schedule, all right. I think that's about it. Let me take a sip of water. And let's pull that video up again of Chiba. And we have to listen to our animals. Our animals do have a way of communicating with us. All right, so we just have to pay attention to their likes and their dislikes. Pay attention to when pay attention to their complaints. All right. Sometimes you have to motivate your dog. All right. So I plan to do more specials and more streams related to pets and dogs specifically. All right. I do have a company named Dog Lovers that I am building. All right. Um, I am creating. All right. It's going to be to provide education and more as it pertains to dog lovers, to the dog lovers of the world, and to pet owners and animal lovers in general. All right. So thank you for watching Platinum TV. This was another edition of Morning Tea. And the name of this episode was Dog Lovers Basic Advice. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out. If I did, I'll post my thoughts in the description of this video. This is Platinum TV on YouTube. Peace.